Wanye checking in once again. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 2019 Survivor Series where we will see Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. And without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. So as we all saw last night on Friday Night Smackdown, NXT invaded Friday Night Smackdown. So leading up into this, on Thursday, we all know that WWE was in Saudi Arabia at the Crown Jewels pay-per-view. In some kind of way that they plane and they flight got delayed and some superstars was not allowed to make it back to the States. Now, at first, I was a little naive to it. I was like, maybe that's what really happened, but I honestly feel as though that this was done intentionally. I think the superstars was back in the States yesterday. They was in the States for Friday Night Smackdown, but for some kind of way, they altered the whole show and they had NXT invade Friday Night Smackdown. And like I said, I strongly feel as though this was intentional because we are less than a month away from Survivor Series and they had to go ahead and get this jump start on the whole invasion angles. And with NXT being just added to the whole war between Raw and SmackDown, we all know that when Survivor Series come, they do the same stale Raw and SmackDown invasion. We tired of seeing that. Now it's time for them up the ante, and they didn't incorporate NXT. And I said this a long time ago in one of my videos, which I will be linking below, or you will be seeing the video pop up at the end of this video. I said it for a long time. Like NXT, compared to Raw and SmackDown, NXT is way better than Raw and SmackDown. Between Raw and SmackDown, I would have to go with SmackDown being better than Raw. And you seen how the impact that NXT did on Friday Night Smackdown last night. Now just imagine the matches that we'll get if NXT invaded Raw, which more than likely is going to happen. But I don't think we're going to get dream matches like we did last night. We seen some pretty great matches compared to the match that we was going to see as originally planned. Like before NXT invaded last night Friday Night Smackdown, we would have seen Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. Nobody wants to see that. Clearly that Roman Reigns was going to defeat Baron Corbin. Like everybody could have predicted that, but instead we got matches like The Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. We seen Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Nikki Cross get attacked by the NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. We seen Sami Zayn get brutally annihilated by the original bro Matt Riddle and Keith Lee. And we also seen a historical groundbreaking main event between the NXT World Heavyweight Champion Adam Cole when he defended and defeated Daniel Bryan to retain the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. And it looked pretty weird and out of the ordinary to see the NXT Championship get defended at the main event of Friday Night Smackdown. And the way Adam Cole put that explanation mark and that punctuation period on the end of that match, it just shows that NXT, they came to war and they will absolutely dominate when it comes to Survivor Series. So as far as the up and coming Monday Night Raw, we could potentially see NXT invade Monday Night Raw, but the superstars are back in the States, and if they do run this whole invasion angle, how would that play a part on the main event if it is to still go on? They had originally planned for this Monday night on Raw for it to be Seth Rollins versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship in a cage match. Now, I'm pretty sure Adam Cole or whoever else they want to bring from NXT, I don't think now one of them want to get involved in that match. Now, as far as Becky Lynch, like that's another thing as far as Raw and SmackDown when it comes to this invasion angle. You see that they didn't want no static with Brock Lesnar. He's the world champion. You see Adam Cole didn't run out there on him. And I highly doubt Adam Cole want to run out there on the Fiend. I don't think Shayna Baszler want to run out on Becky Lynch. And the tag team champions, who is the NXT tag team champions? Oh, the Undisputed Era Boys. I don't think they want to run up on the War Raiders either. Even though they didn't have a little static in NXT, I think this time around it'll be a lot different. Like, overall, SmackDown is better than Raw, but they put on this, it's like this big old veil of, they try to paint Raw as this whole dominant Big Brother show, which in reality, if it wasn't for The Fiend, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch, Raw would not be as good. That's why I feel as though Raw put those three superstars on a pedestal, and that's what make Raw out like last over Friday Night Smackdown, because they just got those big names. If you take away those three big names, Raw is completely bogus, and without those three superstars each and every week on Monday Night Raw, nobody would tune in. Now SmackDown is totally different. Like in every area of Friday Night Smackdown, you got good and there's a little bit of bad, but when it comes to this whole Survivor Series 3-way, I honestly feel as though that we won't be seeing no champion versus champion versus champion. I just don't see that happening. For instance, as you can see in the thumbnail, I got Brock Lesnar, Adam Cole, and The Fiend. It's highly unlikely that we will see a triple threat match of that magnitude. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, they will overpack out that arena. I mean, the WWE network would not be working. It will completely crash due to the number of people trying to attend and watch that main event or that pay-per-view in general. Like, I don't even see The Fiend going one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. That will be out of this world catastrophic. And then you add a superstar like Adam Cole to the mix. Man, that will be the greatest triple threat match in the world. Like, and you talking about AEW, TNA, AAA, all these other wrestling promotions. That night, those three superstars get in the ring together. If they don't even gotta wrestle. If they just get in the ring together, that will be jaw dropping and record breaking. So if WWE want to go all out for this Survivor Series, they gonna have to make the triple threat match happen. I honestly don't see it happen because, like I said, and we can all agree that Brock Lesnar versus The Fiend, that's one hell of a match that it would do numbers. Like, I honestly don't know how would that match end. And considering the fact that Brock Lesnar walked out of Friday Night Smackdown last night, I feel as though that was the key to the whole Survivor Series pay-per-view, because I got a feeling Brock Lesnar is not going to be at Survivor Series. Like, it's not about championships or brand dominance for Brock Lesnar, and he could care less about that. So, in the end, we really left with Adam Cole and The Fiend to represent their respective brands. And on top of that, just imagine a triple threat match between Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Shayna Baszler. Just on paper, you know Becky Lynch is going to win that match. For one, she's the #1 superstar in all of wrestling promotion. Not even a female superstar, but overall in the whole wrestling world community, Becky Lynch is the #1 star in all of sports entertainment. And you better bank on that. And plus, she's the cover star of WWE 2K20. They ain't never had no women on no cover, no video game. You really think Becky Lynch is finna lose a triple threat match like that? Considering the fact that the last triple threat match she was in, she won both Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Champions. Ain't no way Shayna Baszler and Bayley gonna defeat Becky Lynch. And on top of that, just imagine the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish and what's the guy name? Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the Guitar Man. Imagine them versus the War Raiders versus, since we didn't get that SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match last night on Friday Night Smackdown, we all know that Xavier Woods is injured, so we would have seen new tag team champions on SmackDown, that being Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston, but unfortunately, we didn't get that, so we stuck with the Revival. So imagine the Revival versus the NXT Tag Team Champions versus the Raw Tag Team Champions. That would have been a groundbreaking triple threat match to determine who is the greatest WWE Tag Team Champions up to date. Like, and in my opinion, out of that triple threat match, I got a feeling the War Raiders would have won that match to establish dominance in the tag team division. So that was the WWE champions. That was the and don't forget about the mid-card champions. We still got the WWE North American champion. We got the Intercontinental champion, and you got the United States champion. Like, all of these like historical matches, it's just too good to be true, and I honestly would love to see those matches happen. Just imagine AJ Styles versus Shinsuke versus Roger Strong. Of course, I'm gonna go with my boy AJ to come out the game with the big W, you know, holding it down for Monday Night Raw, but you gotta take into accountability that the WWE, just quite frankly, not that creative. Like, I don't think they can pull it off, but if they do, like I said, the network gonna crash. Man, it's gonna be so many people. They gonna have people in their arena standing up. Like, they ain't gonna have enough chairs to hold the capacity if you was to pull that triple threat in all areas of the championships. But I'm just here to, like, in this video, I was just here to bring that to your attention that it could very well happen, but I got how that WWE is capable of pulling it off. I'm using a little reverse psychology. I know Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Honor, Shane, Day Wise and husband, Lunda. I know everybody watching these videos. I got the Fox executives staring me down. They watching me. They got me on notice. USA executives, they watching me, man. Them people are watching. They know wanyaworld needs to be on the career team, and if I was on the team, I would book all these dream matches. And to be honest, out of all those championship triple threat matches, it really don't even matter who walk out victorious. It matters, but just know if those matches was to happen, it'll be groundbreaking. So, with that being the end of today's video on my opinion overall in this WWE 2019 Survivor Series, where we will see Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, which brand will establish dominance throughout the WWE universe. Feel free to smash the like button, super kick the subscribe button, comment down below, and hit that bell notification. Until next time, I'm your host, Wanye.